The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America. Game 4-8 Portland Trail Blazers 1-4 Detroit Pistons 1-0-1 Final. Game 4-8 Miami Heat 9-2 Indiana Pacers 8-7 Final. Game 4-8 Dallas Mavericks 1-1-3 Boston Celtics 1-0-8 Final. Game 4-8 Utah Jazz 1-1-1 Memphis Grizzlies 1-0-7 Final. Game 4-8 Toronto Raptors 1-0-3 Oklahoma City Thunder 1-1-3 Final. Game 4-8 New York Knicks 1-0-1 Minnesota Timberwolves 1-0-2 Final.
Welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Simmons. Down to 5 on the 24. Off the mark. Into the front court comes Wall. Looking to make something happen. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Wall with it up top. Down just a couple. Down low, Boogie. Throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Embiid. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Wall into the front court. He'll run the offense. Short jumper misses. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Wall across the timeline. Down 2. To Randolph. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Wall to Cousins. Screen coming. Bamute. That's out. Last touch by Luke Bamute. Here's Simmons with it up top. 2-point advantage. Ben Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He gets it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
You've got to get that one to go. Gordon with it. They trail by 2. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And the rebound taken in by Randolph. to Cousins, down low. Tobias Harris.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. Randolph. The monster stuff.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Simmons with it. The score 10-8. Ben Simmons, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Down low to Cousins. Joel Embiid tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. Mbah a Moute. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. From long range. Won't go for Mbah a Moute. Defense was all over him. Harris. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Gordon with it. The score 12-8. Here comes the screen. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Sixers have the basketball. Harris to Embiid. Shot from in close, no good. Parker with it. They're down 3. Fires the 3, buries it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Simmons to Embiid. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Houston Rockets, number 5, Tyson Chandler.
Ben Simmons, 3 for 4. Good start.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Runners good there.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
And now Houston has the basketball. To Parker. Here comes the screen. Tony Parker matched up with Howard. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Rockets ball. Parker. To Cousins. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. Substitution being made in this one. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
Hey, lock up.
Ben Simmons pins it. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Cousins. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Houston takes over. Deep right corner, beyond the arc for three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Hill across the timeline, down by one. Tyson Chandler, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Dwight Howard with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
It goes down.
Threes and layups. That's what the Rockets do. They're not a team that settles for mid-range shots, and that's a good job of getting to the rim and racking it.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Houston with the basketball. Gordon guarded by Howard. Now a steal by Philly. To Simmons. And he finishes at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Hill into the front court. Leads 3. Knocked loose. They love this hustle. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Won't go. To Howard. Shot from the lane, won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Rockets have the ball. Taken by the Sixers. Good look that time, but off the mark. Mike Scott swats in.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Gordon with it. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. From the painted area, won't go down. To Howard. Count the basket at the rim.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
First quarter in the books. The 76ers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers control it. Nothing going here on that drive. Hill over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George Hill. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Down to Chandler. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Simmons with it. Up by 3. Cruises inside for 2.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Parker to Cousins. Surveys the floor. DeMarcus Cousins. 4 out of 7. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. And now Houston has the basketball. Parker to Randolph. Probing the defense. The big fella, Zach Randolph. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Parker into the front court. Down 3. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 75% so far tonight. First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Wall to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Old school equals high percentage.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Howard. A lot of contact. No whistle. Into the front court. It's Wall. Down just a couple. To Parker. Ben Simmons with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 4. To Parker.
Screen coming, screen coming.
To Bamutek. Not that time. Wall to Cousins. To the rim, lays it up and in.
That boy's living his best life.
Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Tyson Chandler sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
To Parker. Sixers have it. Deep 2 there, won't go. Wall with it up top, trailing by 4. To Parker. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall to Bamutek. Dwight Howard sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Wall to Bamutek. Down to Chandler. Oh, he had it. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
To Bamutek. Parker to Randolph. The pass set it all up.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Dwight Howard, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Wall into the front court. Margins 8. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. To Embiid. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block. That's out. Last touch by Luc Mbah a Moute. To Embiid. The shot almost. To Wall. From the outside, no good.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The big fella, Zach Randolph. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Simmons. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. John Wall trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Joel Embiid. Now 4 for 9.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Got a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Wall across the timeline. Looking to make something happen to Randolph. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Number 10, Eric Gordon. Entering the game for the 76ers.
2 for 2 on that trip. It's Rockets ball. Wall to Cousins. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His team leads it by 10. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Into the front court, it's Wall. He'll run the offense. Missed a wide open look to Tobias Harris. And counted at the rim.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
There it is, John Wall. Now 3 for 9. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Short jumper won't go down. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Joel Embiid. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The follow won't go either. Sixers have the basketball. Sizing up the defense. To Simmons. Fires the 3. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. And a put-back slam. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's it for the first half. And the 76ers have to be feeling good.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. the 76ers are up after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Rockets are in need of some changes at the half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Houston Rockets are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Simmons really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. For 3, textbook defense.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. And it's my man right here. Y'all control it. I got ball.
Bamute. 4-3. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Count the bucket for 2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Luke Bamute. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Into the front court comes Wall. The deficit now up to 12. Nothing going here on that drive.
I got yours, you got mine.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Shot, bro.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
And this will be out of bounds, off of Embiid. Houston takes over to Wall.
I got ball.
to Randolph. Runner here won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Man, that was a tough shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Wall with it up top. The deficit now up to 13. Here comes the screen. Blocked away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
They've got it in the open floor. Here's a chance from long range. Wall to Bamutek. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Luke Bamutek has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 66%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. No, I missed a short one there. Gordon with it. His guy's down 11. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 30, DeMarcus Cousins.
The screen.
Wall to Cousins.
Hey, shut up, shut up, shut up.
The jumper's off the mark.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You gotta make those.
Zach Randolph at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Oh, I see you working out, huh?
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Has a look. And the Rockets have the rebound. Gordon with it. His guys trail by 10. John Wall goes to work. Shot won't go. Embiid gets a look. Can't hit. The follow won't go either.
And this guy's going to come out of this game with bruises all over his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
Gets it in the right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Bamutek to Randolph. The big fella, Zach Randolph. 4 out of 7.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Wall into the front court. They find themselves down 10.
Screen come on left.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. It's Wall. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Sixers control it. Take stock of the floor. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia from long range. Now that's a contest. Gordon with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Cousins to Wall. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's foul number 6. He's done for this game. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Wall across the timeline, trailing by 10. Finds a shoot. 24-second violation. From the painted area, won't go down. To Wall. And a nice finish at the rim.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Wall to Randolph. Knocked loose. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Danny Green. Parker with it. The margin standing now at 7. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Embiid. Offensive rebound. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken down by Green. Fires the three. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Gordon with it. They trail by 7. Joel Embiid rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Can't connect from in close. Embiid to Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Short jumper off the mark. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Stepping in for the Houston Rockets, number 51.
And draws the foul.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Tony Parker, he's got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, man.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Parker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good. A 3-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Tobias Harris. George Hill. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get down to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Simmons into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Driving right to the basket. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shots. Your timing needs to be better.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Over to the right side. Scores from the post.
2 points.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It stays with Houston. Time for some new personnel into the game.
For the Houston Rockets, number 2, John Wall.
Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And the finish, slam dunk. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Houston with the basketball. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
Easy path to the rim.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Into the front court, it's Wall. Shot clock off as they look to tie or take the lead onto the fourth quarter. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. That'll do it. Third quarter complete, and it's deadlocked. All tied up. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And they made a heck of a run to get back in this game. And here we are, all tied up.
And Ed, just because the game is happening at 1,000 miles per hour doesn't mean that the team participating in it needs to play at 1,000 miles per hour. They are way more composed in the third quarter.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc to Randolph. Knocked loose. Randolph. To Wall. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And stuffs it home.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Fires the three. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. To Randolph. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Sixers have the basketball. Big finish at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys now down by a point. Here comes the screen. Wall up against the 8-time All-Star. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Zach Randolph snatching it out of the air. Gordon with it. Leads one. To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. To Randolph. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Got it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Rockets have the ball. Parker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Rockets in control of the basketball. Wall. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Deep two there, won't go. Just off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Wall. The drive right to the basket. And the rebound pulled down by Simmons. Jumper's good. Wall with it up top. His guys down 3. That's no good. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
And now Houston has the basketball. Wall. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Wall into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Great feed, sets it up. Can slam it down. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Joel Embiid.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Parker. Trying to cash in. Parker off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
It's Rockets ball. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons with it. Up 6. To Tobias Harris. Embiid to Tobias Harris. 5 seconds to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Simmons. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Wall across the timeline. The deficit is 6. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Driving right to the basket. Runner here won't go down. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Harris to Simmons. To Tobias Harris. From long range, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Into the front court, it's Wall. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Parker. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Gordon shot misses. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Embiid. Count it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Wall. To Parker. Shot clock winding down. Fires the 3, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Wall. Not today.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one, count it. No back to the end of put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Houston takes over. Wall. Oh, had him going there for a second. Has a chance. Ah, tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
Rebound cleared by Philly. Great feed. Has a look. Gets a shot up off the mark.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Lead is 2. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Into the front court comes Wall. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. To Wall. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Simmons. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Bamutek, deep right corner. Wall. Goaltending's called. Count the basket. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Now an intentional foul, and they get it with 9 seconds remaining.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a 3. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, the Sixers are victorious as they win this one by 3. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a nail-biter. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. The Rockets are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game.
Simmons seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Was cold.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.